So we've been talking about House Resolution 676 and what an unmitigated disaster it would be for all of our healthcare outcomes and access and so forth. What I want to talk about in the next and final video is how are fees set? Okay, let's say I get forced to sell my practice. How are fees and salaries set? Well, the good news is they have a mechanism for that. The program shall negotiate a simplified fee schedule that is fair and optimal with representatives of physicians and other clinicians after consultation with the National Board of Universal Quality. Can you spell Politburo? And the regional and state directors. And then underline here is initially. So I don't call that a negotiation. I call that, here's what you get, and you don't throw a fit. If you don't like it, go drive a truck. Same thing with national standards. They're going to go through and tell us what best practices are for each and every specialty. That's nonsense. All right, so what we've got here is a national standard. What is the national standard? The goal of ensuring physicians and healthcare practitioners, medical professionals, be compensated at a rate which reflects expertise, the value of their service, regardless of geographic region and past fee schedules. Medicare already doesn't pay us enough, so they're not even going to take that into account. They're not going to take into account regional problems. So a physician in Arkansas and a physician in our district, say in Del Mar or in Encinitas, where costs are a little bit higher, doesn't matter. We're not going to take that even into account in how we set your fees or your salaries. Who is going to do this? Well, it's this nebulous director. The director shall be, and by the way, he's the final word. The director shall be responsible for promulgating final guidelines to all providers. Take it or leave it. Well, what if I don't like that? Well, one of the things that we can do is we can go and appeal that. Who do we appeal that to? Well, in Section 302, we get to the right of an annual review. Guess who it goes to? On adequacy of medical standards and necessary services, and shall make recommendations. Any proposed change, so if I don't like what I want and we petition for something different, the proposed changes go to the Congress and the President. So now, it's bad enough we have insurance companies between me and my patient. Now I've got this nebulous Politburo director, and I've got the Congress and the President and the Secretary of Health and Human Services all between you and me, the patient. How's that going to taste? Horrible. All right. By the way, if I don't like it and you as a patient come to me for what they call a covered service, guess what they have in here? No balance billing. Licensed healthcare clinicians, that would be me, who accept any payment from the Medicare for All program, that's what this is, may not bill any patient for any covered services, which means if you come to me privately, they'll put me in jail. I can't serve anybody from jail, except for maybe prisoners. All right. Last coup de grace. Everyone out there loves the VA, especially in this district. It's a very important part of our health safety net. Guess what they're going to do with the VA? They give them 10 years, and then they're going to look at maybe phasing them out and put them all in the same crazy nonsense. Okay, so that does it for this. The next video, we're going to talk about the real solutions and how we solve this problem, and there are real solutions, okay? Now, MikeSchmidtForCongress.com. I have all my Facebook and Twitter. Please go follow it. If you live in the district, please consider voting for me. If you don't live in the district, share it with anybody and hit the donate button on my website.